Ta-da! So hi guys, I was on a break for a little while, so enjoying the holidays, just spending time with family and friends, and just doing the roundup on my 2016, on the year and everything. And I hope you guys are taking these few days that we have left in 2016 to kind of come to a close to what happened this year, what didn't happen, so that you can move on and have a fresh start for 2017. For me, my theme for 2017 is basically new beginnings. New beginnings in all areas of an aspect of my life, in terms of my business, in terms of my projects, in terms of everything. And I want to welcome you and encourage you to also have a fresh start for yourself. 2017 is basically a year one, so when you add up all the numbers, you come down to one letter, to one number. And basically, it to me, what it means is that it's a wonderful, wonderful year to start afresh, to start anew, to start new things, to create new projects, to get going, to get that extra motivation to get going. And so I just wanted to share that with you. And since I have a little bit of time today, I'm going to be making a few videos. As you can see, my setup changed a little bit. I kind of took the time during the break to kind of, you know, change a few things around. And so don't worry, you'll see a couple of things in different videos. I wanted to answer some of the questions that have been sent to me. I've been a backlog in terms of that, but there will be new videos for the coming year that are going to be addressing some of these questions. So don't worry if I haven't answered your questions yet. I do read all of the comments. It takes me a little time because I have different things to do and answer email and consultations and all that good stuff, but I do read them all and I do take them in consideration, because the whole point of having this platform is not just for me to just vent out certain things, but it's also to have this conversation with you guys, to know what you guys are thinking about and what you're going through, and how I can potentially assist you, or how you can assist me when you're sharing your information below underneath the videos. It's always interesting to see what other people have to say, so long as it's done in a respectful way. So today I wanted to talk to you about intuition, because I've seen a couple of videos going around and I have discussions with other people in terms of intuition. People saying, you know, is my intuition misleading me? Is my intuition wrong? Personally, I trust my intuition 100%. Okay. And I've told you this before. When I was younger, I used to doubt my intuition. I used to have those feelings that they don't go there, or have these feelings they jump on this opportunity, and I didn't listen to that, and it always turned out wrong negatively for me. And since then, and even now, when I have a hunch, when my intuition is telling me to do something, I just go for it, because I know for a fact it's leading me where I need to go. It's giving me the right indications at the right moment where I need to seize it. So whenever I have a hunch of something that I need to do, I just jump and go straight with it, because I know there's something more. There's something that it's leading me somewhere. So I believe that our intuition is our way to connect to our soul, to our higher self, our subconscious, however you want to call it, and that's our GPS, meaning that's the timer that enables us to know that we are in the right direction. That's the thing that, you know, no matter how far away you are from your purpose, this thing just recalibrate you on the right path. So you're always on the right path, because you're always going to be leading and going where you're supposed to be going anyways. And so I want you to really trust yourself on that. Your intuition is really your own way of monitoring what's going on in your life, of knowing where you're going in the right direction. And I don't understand why people say that their intuition led them wrong. Maybe it's based on their experience, but I can tell you that from my own experience, every time I didn't listen to my intuition, I regretted it. I'm not going to tell you all the time where I just turned so crappy for me not following my intuition. So I want to encourage you to follow yours. And I've seen every single time when I follow my intuition, whether it was to take these new classes, to meet this new person, to, you know, jump on this new project, to create this new thing, it has never deceived me. On the contrary, I've always been rewarded. I've always gained in terms of knowledge, in terms of expansion, and more resources have come to me every time I follow that, whether it is resources in terms of meeting other people, or in terms of expressing myself in different ways, discovering things about myself, learning more about myself basically, and you know, making some amazing friendship along the way, so, and meeting amazing people along the way. So I'll encourage you to listen to your intuition, to follow what is guiding you. And this is the same thing, like this is probably the tool that all of us have. You know, some people have additional tools. Some people are psychic, some people are medium, some people are channelers or whatever, and those we don't all have that. And if you're feeling like you're just an ordinary person because you don't have any of those psychic powers, or you haven't, you know, worked on developing yours, then know that your intuition is basically the thing that we all have, that is accessible to you, that you can use and that you can follow. And one thing is that your intuition is never going to be wrong. To me, it's never something that is going to leave you in a place you're not supposed to be. And one thing is for sure is that you will learn from following your intuition. You will learn no matter what. Sometimes you can learn something that's negative, so you can kind of set some boundaries. You can have, you know, be more clear about what you want and what you don't want to experience. But sometimes it's just a matter of you also gaining that trust, that confidence. You know, I think once you start following it and you seeing that, you know, doors are opening, you're meeting the right people, everything becomes more easier. And not easier in the sense that it's being handed to you, but easier in the sense that you can see where this is leading in some way. You may not know the final destination, but you're seeing that the path is somewhat easier in terms of where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to be doing. It becomes clearer and clearer and clearer in your mind. At least that's my experience. And so that's just a tool that's available to all of us without, you know, making much effort. Your intuition is going to tell you, that gut feeling is going to give you some indication of what you're supposed to be doing. And the same thing, your feelings are super important. Your feelings are like a thermometer. They're supposed to thermometer is supposed to tell you, to give you indication, anything in terms of your triggers. For example, if something makes you angry, you need to figure out why does it make you angry. Focus on that thing. What is it that makes you angry? And kind of analyze it, kind of pull it apart, put it back together to kind of see what's the source. Is the source actually something within you that's making you angry and has nothing to do actually with what the person was doing and what the thing is in itself? How is that triggering you? Those are questions that you can start asking yourself. Like, for example, if somebody chewing a certain way is annoying you and making you angry, you start wondering, you start asking yourself, not telling the person to stop or anything like that, but ask yourself, why are you feeling such anger when somebody is doing that? What is the association with that? Why do you find that annoying? Why do you find that nasty? Why do you find that irritating? And keep asking these questions. Now it's like, maybe you find it irritating because the noise is hurting you. Why is the noise hurting you? Maybe because you've heard this noise before and it has been annoying. So what was about the noise that you heard before? What was experienced that was so annoying? So you have to go through this questioning, which is often called path working or with different terms, but it's basically questioning yourself about the things that triggers you. The same, it's not just for anger, the things that you find so exciting. Focus on that and say, you know, why do I find it so exciting? Why is it touching something within me? Is it awakening something within me that makes me feel and find it so exciting? What is it actually awakening in me? What part of me is actually called towards that thing? The same thing for things that make you joyful and appreciative, the same thing for things that you just love. So just take the time to think about that and to look at where you stand on different things and try to research within yourself why that is. Why is this bringing you so much joy? Why is this not bringing you so much joy? And then in that process you will learn more about yourself, and you'll also be able to figure it out. It's like, it's really not, when something is annoying you, when somebody is doing something without you being involved, like somebody's eating or, you know, chewing a certain way, and you feel triggered, it has nothing to do with that person. It really has to be with you. You have to focus on your own self to find out why is that thing particularly triggering you. Because believe me, when you're on point and people are doing all kinds of things around you and you focus on yourself and you have so much going for you, you're not going to be triggered by those different things. When your energy is directed and focused, you're not going to be triggered by you know, somebody chewing a certain way, or unless there's something else behind that. But and that something else has to do with you. I know you would like to say, well, you know, this person can eat, you know, without making that much noise and all of that and all that, but it doesn't matter, because you know what? Even if that person was chewing really with their mouth closed or whatever, you will still find something else, because it has nothing to do with that person. It has to do with you, and you have to be the person doing the work on yourself. Okay, so that was just a quick short video just to give you this little reminder about your intuition, about the tools that you come with, that are already within you, that you really need to trust. You really need to trust yourself more, and explore that, keep using that, and just make the point to focus on 2016 and see, you know, in terms of intuition, what were the places that you didn't use your intuition so good, and what were the other places that you do use your intuition, that you do trust your intuition, and to try to bring that focus, that confidence in yourself into 2017 to make it a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful year. So that was another point in this delicious December. There's a couple of more videos that are going to come up. I really wish you, if I don't see you until then, or if, whenever you watch this video, I just want to wish you an amazing 2017. I'll have probably another video coming up just to send you my wishes. But until then, I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.